Welcome. I'm here today to explore the concern about unhealthy processed food and how it affects our bodies and the environment. We see the need to tackle this issue and implement healthier and greener alternatives into our community here at Pingree. Human beings are the only species on Earth known to process their food. From the very peak of civilization, we have successfully found ways to manipulate our environment to fit our own needs. We have found ways to process our food, allowing us to store it for longer periods of time. However, in the late 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution, food processing took a turn for the worst. We are here to talk about how we need to green our plates. Artificial additives began to replace the nutrients in foods. Calorie counts skyrocketed, while valuable substances like fiber were removed. Every year, Americans spend around 90% of their food budgets on processed foods. The FDA, also known as the Food and Drug Administration, currently lists 3,000 food additives approved for food use in the United States. However, those approved for humans are still very risky to their health. They can lead to health complications and even death. Now, what are these food additives? You have things like propylene glycol, used to thicken and add texture. It also is used as antifreeze for cars and airplanes. I don't know about you, but I don't want that going into my body. Do you want to eat meat that was treated with carbon monoxide? Because that is what helps keep it appear so fresh. What about titanium dioxide in your salad dressing? That stuff is supposed to be in paints and sunscreens. These additives are not good for you. These food additives can cause everything from hyperactivity in children to allergies, asthma, migraines, cancer, and many more. I don't know about you, but I would rather be fueling my body with whole foods than highly processed food that have additives and chemicals in them. Here are the findings of one experiment which exemplifies the dangers of additives and chemicals in processed foods. The rat experiment. A cereal company conducted a food experiment with 4 different rats. Each rat was fed a set diet for a certain amount of time. The first was fed whole wheat, water, and chemical additives and nutrient additives which are put in processed foods. The second was fed the puffed wheat cereal, the same chemical and nutrient additives, and water. The third, sugar cubes and water. The fourth, only water and the chemical nutrient additives. The results of this experiment: the first rat lived over a year, the second rat lived 2 months, the third survived for only a month, and the fourth died within 2 weeks. What do these results show you? That the rats died from the additives being put in the food, not from malnutrition. So why are we processing this food? Sure, it has its benefits for shelf life, but at what cost? We humans are animals. We're drowning our bodies in toxic, unnatural chemicals which are killing us. There's a need to change our diets, eat healthier fruits and vegetables, and green our plates. By changing our diets, we are not only helping our bodies, but will also help our environment in the long run. We need to green our lifestyles. We must go back in time and produce food like our ancestors did, grow crops in our own backyards, marvel as the seedlings first sprout and continue to grow until they bear fruits. Each year, Americans throw away about $600 worth of food, of uneaten food. Although, imagine here at Pingree with 300 students, how much money and food we are throwing away every single day. Not only are you losing money by buying products at the supermarket, but you are putting our environment in danger. Imagine the orange you had for breakfast. It was most likely flown 7,800 miles from Australia to end up in your mouth. Or the tomatoes in your salad from the Netherlands. Look at all of these statistics here. They were flown from far-off places. That is quite unnecessary. The Natural Resource Defense Council concluded that 250,000 tons of carbon dioxide, the amount equivalent to the pollution produced by 40,000 cars, has been emitted into our atmosphere due to transportation solely for food. Becoming more aware of the impacts of food transportation would not only help our environment, but also our health. Approximately 950 cases of asthma, 16,000 missed school days, 43 hospital admissions, and 37 premature deaths could be attributed to worsened air quality from food imports, according to the California Air Resources Board. By implementing programs into Pingree and establishing a working farm in and outside of the greenhouse, we could reduce our carbon footprint substantially, boost our overall health, and save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year. We can start this process in Pingree's very own greenhouse. The building was only erected a year ago with the goal to supply the school's kitchen. This goal has not yet been accomplished due to the slow start of the working greenhouse. Edward Cloman, the director of the Pingree's greenhouse, says, it's a learning process. For instance, in the beginning, the seedlings all died because the greenhouse was too warm. This was easily fixed by adding some fans, though. The ingredients that would be grown for the salad bar and kitchen include leafy greens, broccoli, peas, carrots, and flowers as well. As Mr. Cloman says, who doesn't like a bunch of flowers to brighten their day? Although it has only been up and running for about a year, Pingree's greenhouse could use a lot more help. To reach its goal of being implemented into the Pingree School and its lunches, we must get students and faculty involved and have them spend more time out in the greenhouse. Cloman's idea is to create a student-organized group that is willing to take on the daily tasks of watering and weeding within the greenhouse.
Greenhouse can involve students in the process of growing their own food.
Health benefits? Sure. I mean, if you're eating healthy food that is not being slathered in pesticides and being inspired by Monsanto GMOs, which we have no idea where they're coming from, at least we're starting with a level playing field. We understand what is coming, where our food is coming from and what's in it.
The greenhouse can provide the Institute with healthy choices for snack, stock the salad bar and kitchen with local vegetables, and many more healthy alternatives. Eating from the greenhouse and greening our plates will save our school money, boost our overall health, and reduce our carbon footprint greatly. Who wouldn't want to accomplish these things? So let's take initiative and make a change of our lifestyles for the better.